I can record this! Let's go! I'm actually totally down to play this. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, any of you do not know what this is. And this is actually perfect because I already have this emulated on my computer. So, let's get into the video. And guys, this is literally the only PSP game on the list, which is wild. Yep, that's right. The only game I chose from the PSP games of my childhood. This is really the only one I actually remember putting a good amount of hours into. For people who don't know, which I'm sure is pretty much all of you, Shepherd's Crossing is a farm simulation game that I think is just beautiful and so well done. The story really does go on for quite some time, making this a decently long game, and if you like the gameplay and haven't tried it out before, I'd highly recommend it. So with that, let's get into game number 3 of the wheel. It starts off with Brammy, which is this duck you see explaining to me what each item is. We then get given a female and male marmot to start off our farm with. I'm not gonna lie, Brammy is my least favorite part of this game. This dude never stops following you around and won't mind his damn business. So as you can see, I'm already having to move him out of the way.
Bruh.
Damn, our marmot got pregnant after 2 days? They aren't fooling around, apparently. Well, actually they are. Get it? I then cut my first piece of hay from the grass, and then cut as much as I'm able to and lay it out because you have to let it dry. Fast forward to the next day and we have our hay. I then stumble into the market for the first time, which is where you trade all of your items at. Damn, I already got a baby marmot? That sure seemed like a fast birthing cycle. I grabbed a marmot to take into the market to trade for our first rabbit. I then kick Homie to the curb so that he can grow up. I traded one of my male marmots for 2 pieces of meat to then get cabbage seeds to start growing. I sticked them into this fenced area because the animals are really annoying and will just eat anything and everything, so I made sure they couldn't get to them. Brammy, will you please f*** off? Oh, my rabbit's grown up, so that's cool. Why is this dude always following me around? Like, damn, get off my dick, Brammy. Good lord. We then have our first piece of grown cabbage, which we use a jar to collect, and then you feed it to rabbits in order for them to grow fur. Speaking of fur, there's our first coat of it, so then we switch to tweezers to pluck it off of them. Oh yeah, and then this happens too. As you progress, you get raided by varying animals, and they are all annoying as hell. They'll just eat up all of your shit, and I swear they always eat the exact stuff you don't want them to eat. I gathered 3 pieces of wool off my rabbit to see what I was able to trade for it, and I got buckwheat seeds, wheat seeds, and a chicken. Oh yeah, there's also a storage area which can actually come in handy quite a bit if you want to put stuff in there that you don't want to decay or get eaten. Damn, that chicken grew up fast. We got our first hen, woohoo! I then snagged some more cabbage seeds to repeat this cycle, and then the damn marmots popped up again. Luckily, they didn't eat anything important. Then we immediately get our first visit from rabbits, and I'll just let you see for yourself what happened. Right. Oh, rabbits are not good. Damn it! Bro, they ate both of my wheat. That's actually so annoying. Yeah, so that was really cool. So now I have to get wheat again and restart the process. You rabbits. Anywho, we've got berries now, which are practically useless. I mean, they allow you to get logs, which you can turn into more fencing, but I'm not super caring about making good fenced areas, so don't care for these much. Brammy was still annoying the hell out of me, so I was hoping I could throw his ass in storage and just forget about him, but unfortunately you can't. Oh look, our buckwheat is ready. Time to let this dry out so we can see what we can get with it. Finally was able to get some more wheat seeds to grow those, and oh my god, did it really just try to get me to buy another damn duck to annoy me? No. The rabbits came again, but thankfully this time they didn't eat anything important. I then grabbed another chicken because why not? Oh yeah, and then here's the roadmap, which basically shows you what turns into what, which can really be useful when trying to fill everything out you don't have, and especially if you forget a process. This moment right here, I was starting to truly feel like a farmer. Look at how many of these animals I have. Ignore the fact that some of them are starving. I swear I'm a good owner.
Are you sure about that?
Anyway, we got a rooster now, so hell yeah. Also kind of cool, when we're in the snow season, the marmots will bury themselves underground so you don't have to worry about them starving and dying, which is really nice. I then trade my rooster for my first dog, which is pretty exciting, I think. Made sure to grab some meat too, because that's obviously what the dogs eat to grow. And now my Basset is an adult, so introducing a new part, which is the doghouse, where you can register your animals to go on hunts. I told you guys this game was cool. There's a lot of interesting parts to it. Each animal starts off with a certain skill set, and then you can give them extras of each skill set, up to 8. Or you can teach them new ones, and they all have a skill point cap. And when you don't have the full amount of these skill points to give out, random buddies will come and visit to replenish those points. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this, but there is in fact a second store down at the bottom, which if I remember correctly can have different trades available than the first store. So I gathered 2 roosters to then turn into my next new dog, a wiener dog! Then I get invited for my first hunt. Yeah, that's right, there's still parts to this game y'all haven't even seen yet, and there's so much more. So basically for hunts, you can only use animals that are in the doghouse, and you can only have up to 3 animals per hunt. And then you are paired up against the person who invited you to hunt to see who can get more points, which you can earn points from either killing the animals or retrieving them. And yeah, this first hunt was really boring. I didn't have the proper animals yet to be able to attack when the animals burrowed, so I got 30 to 0'd, so that was humbling. Anyways, moving on, my wiener dog is an adult now, so I'm going to register him, and that should be a huge help to hunts because as you can see, he can Holt Chomp. I then instantly get invited to another hunt, so you know I had to get my lick back. And as I assumed, the wiener dog was a huge improvement as I won 18 to 12, and a lot of times when you win these hunts, you unlock new skills to give your animals, which can be very beneficial. It was then time for me to get a terrier, which usually for most people should actually be the first dog you get. I just kind of completely forgot about Bro and skipped over him until now, but we have him now, so we're good. I bought a second one to leave on the farm as well. When you have certain animals on the farm, they can actually scare off intruding animals, which I was unaware at the time that the terrier didn't do jack shit for that, but oh well. I registered the adult terrier into the doghouse, so I now have a full squad of 3 to rock with for each hunt, which will be very nice. Oh yeah, your animals can just sometimes happen to be different colors, which I think is another small element that is just so cool to me. It happens when they are bred. We then get to go on another hunt, and because I had the skill collect now, I was able to retrieve the bunnies from this, and when doing so, you get a piece of meat for each one. And as you can see, I wiped the floor on this one, winning 59 to 5. And then another cool part, as you can see here with this statue, is if you collect the so-called boss of each hunt, then you get a trophy of them and learn a new skill, which is neat. As with all life, your animals can get old and will eventually die, and as Brammy says, that's just a fact of life. Thank you, Brammy, for those wise words. And when they become old like this, you only get half the meat for them, which when they get to this point, you might as well trade them in. We finally have wheat! As y'all can see, wheat is the gateway to unlocking a new part of the roadmap, which introduces a lot of cool and useful animals. We then finish a side quest of getting Daikon, and then trade our first wheat for a duck, hell yeah, then traded the other one to get a goose. And then if you feed wheat seeds to the duck, it will grow fur as well, which you can snip off of them to get duck feathers. So I traded one of the duck feathers for some mystery seeds, cause, I mean, why the hell not? I love me a good mystery. I then noticed that all the important items to get require 3 duck feathers, and I just traded one of my 3 for mystery seeds, so time to start the process all over again. Mystery seeds. It's been a while since a hunt, let's run it. And we tied in points, but for some reason I got the win. I don't know, but we'll take it. We then immediately get hit with another hunt, and I smoked this one 33 to 2, and got a nice amount of meat and another trophy from it. And then fast forward a few seasons, and this happens. God damn it. Why? It has to let it eat both of the mystery seeds, really? The mystery seeds. Are you kidding me? God damn it. This. Well, anyway, I finally got a 3rd duck feather and decided the first thing I would get was the boar. Yes, you did in fact just see me get some more mystery seeds, because, you know, at this point, I have to see what they become. It's a tree. Are you kidding me? God damn it. Let's just forget this happened. The boar is an adult now, and I instantly sell him off for boar meat, which then with 1 of the boar meat, I turn into 3 sausage, and then with 2 sausage, I turn into a retriever. Yeah, a lot happened right there. And then that's where I called it for this episode. I absolutely love this game, and if you guys want to see me continue this run to find out what else you unlock along the way, I would be more than happy to make a second video on this. Just let me know if you guys would like to see that. But that concludes game number 3, so see y'all for the next one. Oh, me, the next one is Hentai vs. Furries.